Habits stay with you even when you don't have the motivation. Neeraj Agnihotri. My friends, each and every day, make it your habit to spend 10 to 15 minutes. I have for years, and it is always worth the time. 10 to 15 minutes for greatness each and every day. You can't do it all on a Sunday. And again, don't overwhelm yourself. You will not be able to spend 2 hours a day each and every day. 10 to 15 minutes, that's what you need. Charting your favorite stocks, practice trading, then getting into the real thing as you start getting good. And when you think you're getting good, you need to switch over from paper trading to what we call fractional trading, small dollar amounts. I'll put that video at the end of today's video. You will see it if you stick with us. We see stocks are up markedly for the day. We also see gold and Bitcoin up decently. The only thing that's flat to a little down are bonds. Let's jump first into the S&P 500. It is a nice up day, 1.56%. You can't tell it when you look at the Heikin-Ashi candlestick. Why? Because you can see where we had all this down movement over the last week, particularly there. You saw it on the Thursday, Friday, and then things on Friday afternoon sort of trying to settle out some, and then booming up on Monday, pushing right back through that trend line that Thursday had shot below. You also saw earlier in the week on Tuesday some down move, a sideways slide on Wednesday. But what did that do? Well, that gave you two red down candles on the 2-day, and it also gave you a doji for the week. Remember, Heikin-Ashi candlesticks show you the average pace of price movement. If you're not taking the trainings we have on the internet, just look up Heikin-Ashi. You'll see our top 2 trainings. I'll put that in later in the week. But again, pay close attention to understanding what Heikin-Ashi shows you and how that's translating. You can see right now things haven't arced over moving up because we've not gotten close to the prior high all the way back on the week beginning the 27th of October. But again, big up day as you look at the Monday, the first day of the latest 2-day candle. It's sitting right there on that weekly trend line. And like I said, the 2 days pushed up through it. We have been long. We continue to be long. I keep telling you, caution. At some point, this market's going to roll over. It could roll over this week if all of a sudden all of today's momentum dies and over the course of the next week starts to move down. Be aware, markets are not closed. I think bond markets, yes, are closed on Veterans Day. The stock market is not. So I'll be with you again tomorrow. Even though as a veteran, I'll be out celebrating Veterans Day. Hope you are too. Honor your veterans. Now, as we look at the way things continue to move along, we see that the NASDAQ 100 is up even more. Again, look at the volume. It was average in the morning, dropping off some in the afternoon. Pounding up, did not penetrate that prior weekly trend line, below it on the 2-day, not sitting on it like you saw on the other. Little green candle there, not a lot of volume. So again, a recovery of sorts, but not hitting the prior high. So again, we're continuing to watch, seeing if there's going to be more weakness or more strength. Right now, we are still long the NASDAQ 100, but we are paying attention. What's up with 20-year U.S. government bonds? They're about flat, technically down 0.02%. That's hardly. You can see price decently below the weekly trend line on the half-day chart. Also on the 2-day chart, red down candle, but not reaching the low of last week yet. So there is some significant weakness after the 4 weeks, well, really 2 good weeks of moving up on 20-year U.S. government bonds. We saw 2 weeks ago a green spinning top and then that red down candle last week. So we do have a push down. Overall, we have some negativity on bonds and we'll continue to watch, wait and see. Like I said, flat for the day, technically a little bit down, waiting to see how bonds are going to shake out. As far as where we are on them, we are still bullish. What about gold? Man, gold After 2 weeks of down movement, and again, you can see how gold peaked down, really started hammering down on Monday the 22nd, and then Tuesday morning, and then just sort of sliding sideways, starting to show green candles tracking up back on the morning of Wednesday, the 5th of November, and then tracking along on Friday. Didn't quite push through, but on Monday, pounded up and through. Now, that doesn't mean that we're just automatically going long at this point, but man, it's looking nice, isn't it? 2-day just pounded through, as did the half day, as has the weekly. We shall keep our eye on things and see. We've had deteriorating volume over the last particularly 2 weeks. Well, it deteriorated down to average the week beginning the 27th of October. But last week beginning the 3rd of November, it did drop off significantly. And we'll see if the volume, again, it's not peaked up on this 2-day chart yet, still quite low. First day of the latest 2-day candle. We'll keep an eye on things and see how gold goes. What's up lastly with Bitcoin? It's up 2.18%. We can see where the up move started on Friday, continued on into Monday as far as the Heikin-Ashi average pace goes. We are below the weekly trend line on the half day and the 2-day and the weekly. Really peaked that low last week. We'll continue to keep an eye on things and see. It'd be nice to see this week after that interim low with higher than average volume is a green spinning top and a turnaround. Don't know that that's going to happen, but we'll be watching, waiting, and seeing. Nonetheless, we still have a lot of downward pressure on Bitcoin. That is where we are as we start Monday. It's so good to have you with us. Always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.